Hi, and welcome. In this series, you are going to learn a total of 5 different tips for different things that you can use within your classroom or your office to help make your life a little bit easier using Autocrat. If you have not downloaded Autocrat, go back to that first video in this series, the introduction video, get that downloaded so we can go ahead and get started. Data drives so much in a school building, as it should, but you'll notice that the numbers and keeping it all sorted gets really overwhelming very quickly. And so what I do is, so you can do this from a Google form or a Google Sheet. I think it's easier to do it in a Google Sheet this way, but I will show you both ways. So let's go ahead and take a look. So you have your customizable template here. So you're going to insert your school logo. So this is all the information that I'm looking for. So I have all the first time weeks. So whether you do a quarterly report, weekly, which I can't imagine having to do all this every week, however often you have to. So I know that PowerSchool and iNow, whatever management system that you use has things like this, but to me this seems a lot more detailed. And I can put different comments in here versus where I couldn't on a computer generated report. So I am going to look at the Google form that is going to automatically create my Google Sheet for me. So all the things that I want in my template, I have it listed here. So it's those same things that were tagged. And so if you want to start off with a Google Sheet, that's totally fine. I'm going to go ahead and create mine here. And so I already have this filled out. So this would just be like me keeping up with this during the first 9 weeks or however long you want to send this to. And so I find it easier to keep up with a spreadsheet form like this of all the things that I'm expected to relate to parents. If you don't find it that way, you can always copy and paste whatever floats your boat. But let's go ahead and set up the Autocrat. So I already have one here just because I was testing it out. I'm going to create a new one with you. So I'm going to call this Data Report Autocrat. I have to call it 2 because I can have the same number twice. I mean, the same job twice. And so I'm going to choose my template. And this is called my Data Report. Select. There we go. And so it didn't map to anything, which is fine. I'm just going to go in and fill it in. So student name, their grade level, their number of absences. I'm just going to fill the rest of these in. And so just a fact, if you leave a column blank, it'll leave it blank on the template whenever it's sent to them, just FYI. Okay, so everything is now mapped out. And so I'm going to call this student name, first 9 weeks, data reports. I'm going to do a PDF because I don't want them to be able to change it. I put it in this folder because that's where I want all my Autocrat documents to go. No conditions. I'm going to share the doc because I want this to send to parents as well as the students. And so parent email address. And if you don't want to share this with students, don't tag them in it then. You can just send it to parents. The subject is student name, first 9 weeks, grade update. Let me go back. So type a message. So please see attached for your child's first 9 weeks grades. Okay, I want it to run on, if you're doing a form trigger, like you're submitting a Google form with all this information, you want it sent that way, you would put yes. If you want to run on a time trigger, you would put yes. I don't want either one of these. I want to be able to just press the play button to do it all at one time once I get all of this information added in. So what I have here is I want it to now run. So let's say all these were filled in for my kids. I now want it to run. I'm going to go Extensions Autocrat, open. And for all the things that I have filled in, I'm going to press play. And it is now going to run the Autocrat report for me in this case, is just my one line. But if you had your whole classroom list on this Google Sheet, it would send it to however many people you have on your sheet. So it has ran. So now I'm going to look to the side and you will notice that it is there. So that is just a quick way for you to do it. Customize the template as you need it. Some things you may need on there, some things you don't. Tweak it to meet your needs.